guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Juana and I'm the crafty Puerto Rican. So today I had to embroider a hat and I decided to get you into the whole process because I'm going to be using the SE 1900 and a special hoop to do this. I decided to do this to demonstrate that you can embroider hats in your single needle machine. I'm going to be using this hoop. It's a special hoop for this purpose. And yeah, I got this from Etsy a while ago. So guys, let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna be doing to be able to hook the hat, this is the hook that is for hat embroidery for single needle machine. I got this hook out of Etsy and it was about almost 2 years ago. And the person made these hoops based on your brand of your machine. If I can find the shop, I will try to link it into my description box. All right. So this is the way it works. It has these two little screws in here, which I will loosen, and I will have to put the hat in there and then tighten it. Okay. So in other words, the build of the hat is gonna be here, and then the way it works is that you have to put it in here and then you tighten it to keep it in place, okay? Very important that when you do the hooping, make sure that you pull back the sweatband of the hat. Otherwise, the sweatband will be around here and it's gonna interfere with the embroidery. So that's why I use this painter's tape to keep the sweatband back, all right? First thing we're gonna do, use a sticky stabilizer and you're gonna place it behind the hoop. Okay, make sure that it's nice and placed in there. All right. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna position the hat. What I use for positioning and centering is the center line right here where this hat meet with the button here. Right here, I use that and try to match it to this peak in here, which is the center of the hoop. All right. I'm gonna open it as much as I can, as big as I can. This is the best I can do right now. And I'm gonna be placing the hat inside. Flatten the bill all the way down. And you're gonna take it as low as you can, almost touching the screw. Just push it down as much as you can, okay? Then you flatten the hat. And you tighten as much as you can, very, very tight. Okay. And then to make sure that this is not gonna pop up, even though it's a sticky stabilizer, it can come off. I'm gonna get a straight pin and I'm gonna pin it right here. Okay, I'll be right back. This is away from the area of embroidery, so it's not gonna interfere. Okay. This way, I make sure that the hat doesn't move from here, which it had happened in the past. Then I'm going to open the hat as much as I can. The embroidery needle, when it comes to this area embroidering, it tends to hit the side of the hat and scratching the fabric. So what I do in this case is that I use some painter's tape on this side of the hat to prevent it from scratching. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put some tape just to protect this side of the fabric, okay? And you're going to see what I mean when I get it to the machine. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. It depends on the design of the embroidery. But for the most part, it happens. The machine starts banging in here and the metal hits this side. So now this frame needs to be inside this frame. I'm going to take this out, like this, off, and this one become in here, inside the frame. I think this I can have right now, but it fits inside the 5x7 frame. It fits inside. See? Instead of this part you're gonna substitute it for this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna tighten it, like you tighten this one. Same thing. Okay. You're gonna try to make it as tight as you can. Make sure, like, you see this is how it's out. I don't want it out, I want it inside. So I'm gonna loosen it a little bit, because if you do it wrong, it's gonna pop off in the middle of the embroidery. You don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna make sure that it's inside the frame, all the way inside, like in between. There we go, you see? You don't want it popping off or anything. There you go. Okay. This is the way it needs to look in the back. Nothing coming off the frame. Now we're gonna tighten again. So now I'm gonna take you to the embroidery machine. So I didn't think I recorded that part. Let me take it off so you see. You're gonna put it the same way you put the regular hook. And it's in there. So now that this is in here, I'm gonna proceed to center the design of the hat. And this is the design that I'm gonna embroider in the hat. So all I'm doing, pull you around in case this is the first time you're watching the screen on this machine. This is what I'm doing. I'm touching the arrows up and down until it takes me to the middle of the design. I'm going to try to capture both sides until the needle capture the center the way I want it, okay? Right now it's almost there. And now that I have that, I'm gonna trace it, okay? If you notice, there is a box around here that is in red, and that is the perimeter that I'm going to embroider. I cannot pass that perimeter. I'm pretty close, so let's see what happens. So I'm going to push right here. Okay, and it's too close in here. It's too close on here. So I'm gonna take it a little bit higher. I'm gonna make it a little bit higher. This is the center. Why? Window is in here. I have to move the design a little bit, which I don't want it that high. So let me do it again. So I took it a little bit higher and let's see what happens. I think this is good enough. Okay, so it's done. So I'm gonna say okay, and I'm gonna go embroidery down here. Are you watching what I'm doing? Yes. And this is the thread. Of course, this is just random thread colors that it puts in there, but those are not the colors that I'm gonna be using. I don't need this anymore. The colors that I'm gonna be using are for the chain color. I'm gonna be using like a golden color. Let me show you down here. This one that I already threaded. And then for the words that says break every chain, I chose the blue. It's like a, you know, like a sky blue, in between sky blue and, yeah, sky blue and periwinkle. And then for the other words in the bottom that says John 8:36 is white. So let's start, people. For me to start, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna push this button. I'm stopping because I don't like these tails. Okay, let's start again. So this embroidery have 3 changes. Takes 23 minutes, the whole thing. Let's see if that's true. It has 9,579 stitches. And people, we are done. I'm gonna unhook this from the machine, and it looks pretty good. Just to show you how close, look at how pretty it came out. And did not take that long, isn't it? This is how close it was from the frame, so I have plenty of space. You see from the back I can see the border, so I know that this design I can repeat it safely. It's not gonna hit this part. This is my first time doing this file on this kind of hook. All right, so I'm gonna take you to the table and look at how clean this is. This is a perfect stitch out. Tension is perfect, it's textbook. All right, so I'm gonna take you around to the table to show you, okay? If you notice the number 6, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little bit of off registration, not for much. If you notice here, and that was the part that was hitting on the side, and the needle in the beginning was a little bit off, and then it completed it correctly. And that's why I was telling you it's important to cover the hat. And if I repeat this file again, I'm gonna take it a little bit smaller, so that this can be a little bit inside and doesn't run so close to the corner. It's part of the way the frame is made, okay? It's so close to here, that's the way it's made, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you have around 5 inches wide. Let me measure it so you have an idea. Yeah, it's plenty of space for you to do this width. Of course, it's not going to be this low for any hat because this is where the bill is going to be. So if you measure realistically up here, which is a little bit narrower, it's about the same, 5.5. All right, so you have plenty of space. That's why in this one it's not even 5, it's a little bit less than 5, and it was pretty close. So I don't think you can do the whole 5.5 width. I think like 4.5 inches for this kind of frame is safe enough. So this one I'm gonna take it to 4.5 next time that I repeat this. All right. Well, you guys, this is the end of the project. I had a lot of fun making this hat. It came out amazing. The stitch that was very easy to do. And I am in love with my SC1900. This is an amazing machine. Yes. So guys, if you're new to my channel and you have not subscribed yet, consider subscribing to my channel, The Crafty Puerto Rican. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you will be notified of all my future videos. So guys, this is it for now. I will see you soon. I will see you later. Bye-bye. Hasta luego.